A very good Wednesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your latest weather forecast, courtesy of On Target. Our active pattern will simply not loosen its grip here across the Wobbles community. We've already got ongoing sporadic storm development that is impacting Butler County and Warren County. Sliding in, Morgantown about to get in on a good old-fashioned deluge with plenty of lightning being produced. We got another cell that's sliding just north of Bowling Green as we speak. All right, now in addition to this, folks, we want to jump back over here and we want to show you what we're going to be looking at today. And unfortunately, it's a very similar pattern to what we have been experiencing. If you'll take a gander right off here to the north and west, is what we've been talking about over the past several days. There is another storm complex that is developing over Illinois and Iowa this morning. This thing is going to continue riding right along the periphery of a mid-level ridge southeast towards the area, and this is going to keep the active pattern intact for us today, at least into tomorrow, maybe even Friday and into the start of the weekend. We simply cannot get rid of this active pattern with continuous development of showers and storms impacting the region. Getting a look across the region, Beechtree New Sky Cam showing a nice base there on the left side of the screen of that potent little storm that we were just looking at. Got some lightning occurring over there in that direction as well. It was a little bit more active and pronounced here just about 10 minutes ago, but has since calmed down to an extent. White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam showing a beautiful array of colors with that passing shower just north of Bowling Green, mixing in with the rays of sunshine, creating a masterpiece of a view over Bowling Green and Warren County early on this Wednesday. Let's get a look at those current conditions, shall we? Because it is remaining warm and soupy in the great outdoors, located right around the 70-degree mark, both the temperature and dew point department. Going to be taking highs up to right around the mid-90s again, folks, this afternoon. We have the heat advisory that was issued yesterday, but that giant MCS complex of storms that came through here really cooled us off, and it actually canceled that advisory. So with some more cloud debris and rain and storm chances here again today, hopefully that remains mitigated enough for us to avoid any of that. Total rainfall amounts that have fallen over the past couple of days have ranged anywhere from roughly ½ an inch all the way up to 1.5 inches. It is worth noting, folks, what you're seeing here is where the Kentucky Mesonet locations are. Some of you all have sent in reports to us of 2 to 3+ inches of rainfall that have come from this. So be prepared. We're going to have the same threats on the table again today with these weather makers that are working through here that we're already seeing this morning. Copious amounts of rainfall, localized flooding, damaging straight line winds. Lower on the totem pole, but an isolated tornado spin up can be rolled out. That's going to remain the name of the weather game. Surface map tells the story. It's the broken record forecast, folks. It's the rinse and repeat forecast. Pete and repeat set on a wall. Pete fell off. Who's left? Repeat. It's the same thing again and again and again. This is typical for mid and late summer, folks, but my goodness, the northwest flow will simply not loosen its grip here across the region. Getting a look at the mid-levels of the atmosphere, this is showing where our driving force is coming from. This upper ridge building across the south and central U.S., folks, until it starts to subside or retrograde or break down, we're going to be stuck in this active pattern. Riding right along the periphery of that ridge and down to the south and east, you can see that's where all of our disturbances continue to come from. We've been looking at MCSs over Iowa for pretty much the entirety of the week, and we got another one today and maybe another one tomorrow that we're going to have to deal with before it is all said and done. This is simulated radar, folks. Please note, as we've seen over the past several days, the CAMs, the convective allowing models we use for our short-term guidance, quite literally haven't been worth diddly squat in reading the exact propagation and development of these storms. So anyone and everyone could get in on these at any point in time today. Our highest point in time to see severe weather will be during the peak heating of this afternoon and on into this evening. Here we are working into this morning, folks, and take a look. Right now at 6 a.m., we were just looking at 2 or 3 strong cells right here, and CAMs are not picking it up whatsoever. As we work throughout the day, we have more activity that blossoms. Here comes that MCS right around the late afternoon, early evening time frame. We'll be keeping our eyes on this for anything becoming strong to severe. It jolts down to the south and east, and then we work into the pre-dawn hours of our Thursday that tries to get out of here. Then we work into Thursday afternoon and evening. Here comes another MCS out of the west. Folks, you get the idea. This northwest flow, until this thing breaks, we're just going to get numerous rounds of showers and storms. That's going to continue to jolt in from that same direction, all right? And we'll take you all the way through Friday morning and show, okay, look, here comes another one Friday morning, right here developing out of the north and west. It's just not going to loosen its grip here, at least over the next 48 to maybe even 72 hours, all right? In addition to that, if we don't get in on the cloud debris and the rainfall, we got the opportunity to see some heat issues. Extremely hot and muggy heat indices all the way up by mid-morning on into lunchtime around the 100 to 105 degree mark, potentially exceeding upwards of 110 degrees throughout the afternoon. And then we lose daytime heating throughout the overnight. Here we are getting into Thursday, right back into the triple-digit heat indices yet again. And then we roll into Friday, folks, and take a look. Triple-digit heat indices yet again. So to come along with the threat of strong and severe storms, we're also going to have to deal with the daily chances of triple-digit heat indices. If you're going to be spending extended periods outdoors, please take the necessary precautions. Here's a look at the latest from the Storm Prediction Center. Wobbles remains in either a 1 out of 5 or a 2 out of 5 risk on the severe weather risk scale. The threats remain the same to what they've been throughout the entire week thus far. Flooding, damaging winds, primary concerns, lower tier, large hail, isolated tornado spin up or two cannot be ruled out given the parameters within our atmosphere. Here's a full breakdown looking at your 6-day weather forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. We got scattered storm development today. Ignore the percentage chances, folks, because it's simply not correct. It says a 22% chance of storms today. I would put that upwards on the 50% probability with what we're already seeing. We already got storms developing out there across the region. They look to be a bit more isolated in nature on Thursday and then come right back on the uptick Friday into Saturday. We got a cold front that's going to pass through here Friday evening into Saturday morning. That is causing the uptick in the rain and storm chances. And then it's going to be somewhat cooler. We've got right around the mid-90s today, tomorrow, and Friday, then down to around the mid and upper 80s for Saturday. We'll warm back up Sunday into Monday, but folks, finally, no rain chances in the forecast with sunshine expected to dominate. That's going to wrap up your Wednesday morning hump day edition of your Weather or Not forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Stay weather aware. We get any severe weather warnings here across the Wobbles community, we'll be right here live with you as always. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Stay dry, stay safe. Have a phenomenal Wednesday.